the entire Group A bottom side will be shaken.
Definitely gonna be shaken. I mean, we're talking about VKS, Impunity, and Kagendra also trying to find their spot, their way onto the top 4. And again, it's gonna be going to be pretty shaky as we head on to proceed onto this series. As we see, Team Secret looking good so far with their match up against Vivo Kid Stars from a while ago, showing off some power on what they can do on this day 2.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the groups for both sides. Group B already pretty much almost set in stone. The KPL Dream Team, Weibo and Loops already mathematically qualified, while the final spot still between Falcons and All Gamers Global. Both these teams still have to fight it out to find out who will take the last slot. While for Group A, if you look at the bottom side, from the 3rd to 6th rank, it is just so tight across all these teams that every single win and every single loss from these bottom teams, it could decide the fate of the bracket.
And yes, as you can see as well, just finished from a while ago, and our Stream A KPL Dream Team just took down Weibo Gaming, giving Weibo Gaming their first loss in their group. So yeah, this is also like giving us like the proof of dominance on the side of KPL. That's well understandable why they also have a lot of fans, and as to why they are actually, the top in the predictions right now. But yeah, let's take a look at the roster that we have for the side of Team Secret. We have Shisan, Azar, Shuan, Tian X, Son, and Hugh Huan. Definitely, I think they are very eager. I saw the post of their coach from yesterday, and it seems like they are really wanting to get maybe no longer the top seed on this group, but maybe they would want to be in a better place for the seeding still as well.
Absolutely. I mean, just avoiding being 3rd and 4th is also very important, because then you can't be picked by the opposite group's first seed, right? So that gives you an option. That puts you in a much better place to be. But hey, let's listen and take a look at what Team Secret has to say for their preparation in this tournament.
团队的那个气氛现在比较兴奋吧，是想马上就开始比赛，就已经准备就绪了，想马上打比赛。总决赛的时候吧，先拿2分，然后被对面追到3分，就挺伤害到自己的。不过已经调整好了，这次不会再输了。就之前的那句话的话，我会原封不变的送给所有的对手吧，然后。如果你觉得不服，你想战胜我们，你可以试试看，我会让你知道什么叫绝望。对的。我觉得冠军的候选人的话，不是我们 Team Secret， 就是 KPL Dream Team 吧，毕竟他们是来自中国的很强的选手，可能会有点棘手。奖杯的意义的话，对于我来说，是我玩这个 HoK 那么多年来的一个，对我自己的一个责任吧，就是答案就是。这是在推进我支持前进的动力，就是拿到这个奖杯会让我感觉我做到了就是这件事情。我想对我粉丝说，上次总决赛可能输了，让你们失望，不过这次不会再让你们失望一次了。Secret Fighting。
Such a confident team is Team Secret. They are vying for the top spot. Sure, right now they lost to LGD, which means that they can't take seed number 1. But hey, they can still fight it out for the 2nd seed in the group. And this win with Vitality will be very important. But hey, Vitality, they've proven that they can fight with the best. They've been able to take away wins against Vivo Kid Stars, and Vivo Kid Stars has been one of those teams out there who has a lot of experience. So Vitality still trying to put up a fight. Jazz, City Boy, 90, Benji, Shanks, and Highland, they all want a piece of the action.
Definitely would want a piece of the action. I think they just came from a loss as well from a while ago, but I'm pretty sure that up against Kagendra, but I'm pretty sure that they will still stand a chance. Again, they still have a few games remaining in here. 2 games for today, day 2. and I think they're ready to take on the action.
Absolutely. It is their fighting chance to stay in the playoffs here, Vitality. If they take a win, then they will be in a good spot, at least securing the playoff spot. But hey, let's take a look at what they have to say about the Esports World Cup.
For the Esports World Cup, I feel very excited and I want to play against the other international teams. I'm not nervous during competition. Just the first second when I come on stage, but after when I'm in game, I'm not nervous anymore. I just think about the win. I'm the support of the Vitality team, and Shanks is the ADC, City Boy is the support, Nighty is the top laner, and Haaland is the mid laner. And I think the team is very funny because we have different personality, but at the same time they are professional when we have to be professional. We speak a lot of language in the team, but the main language is Chinese. I learned some words to understand in game, but I still need to learn more Chinese. I think the winner will be the KPL Dream Team because they all are very strong and have a lot of experience. And all the team are motivated and work hard to hold the trophy. I love you guys. Jayo!
It's interesting to hear that their main language that they use in the team is in Mandarin, which is surprising for European organization. But hey, if you put in the predictions in STCplay.gg, they are out right now. 58% for Team Secret against the 42 for Team Spirit. Actually not a bad in terms of odds. Not too bad at all.
Definitely, it's close, really close to 50-50 right now. And, we wouldn't expect that. I mean, because Team Secret has a good run so far at the start of the day for day 2. But then again, I think it's the fans of Vitality. Their members coming from different nationalities, coming from different countries. The support is just coming from everywhere. So I think that's one of the advantage, the trust, the moral support that you have. And I think that will boost up the confidence of the members of Team Vitality in here. But let's head on to our draft. Vitality versus Team Secret. We can see a Daciel respect right off the bat in here on the side of teams from up against the side of Team Secret. Zhangfei and Haino too as the prio bands against Vitality.
Absolutely, it's Haino definitely hasn't is one of those heroes that is just so strong. He hasn't really seen too much play out there, but with those matches that he has been led through, he has been winning almost every single one of them. Team Secret, again, really prioritizing the Mai Shiranui for their side. I mean, Shisan is a beast on that hero, so it doesn't surprise me that they will put so much focus in first picking that. But Vitality looks like they want the Arlie for themselves, and seeing that it is led through the pool, they're going to give them a run at it.
Yeah, that's true. Usually we would see, Arlie, once this is in the opponent's side, you would next see a ban on the Yarya, but so far we have not seen Yarya even so since day 1, but they're gonna be pairing that up with Dolia. Let's see what's gonna be the prio on the ult in here coming from the Dolia. I don't think the Arlie it will be, because the ult of the Arlie is like Mayward to actually knock back the enemy just to save herself. But we're looking forward to what will be the next 2 picks of Vitality in here to get the Celestial Melody from the Dolia. But in terms of engage and the pickoffs, looking good so far for the side of Mai Shiranui. They also have the late game secure with the Lady Sun. Will take a while in comparison to the Arlie, but yeah, I mean, looking good so far for both of these teams.
Yep, lots of single target damage and focus here from the side of Team Secret, hoping to lock down and burst down the Arlie before she's able to really wreak havoc in the fights. But Vitality already pick up the lane, so that's at least one of the pairings that you can reuse with the Dalia. And the secondary Death by Sunset is always very strong. But you like to have more options. You want something else that you can play along with Dalia. Let's see what Yao Yao, the coach for Vitality, has in plans for their jungler as well as their mid lane. Would this be a Yuhuan once again that is still left in the pool? Also very strong in the jungle to pair up with the Dolia and the Elaine.
That's true. Makes me wonder if they're gonna be eyeing on that one. We'll see. We'll see. That's still definitely a possibility, but getting cancelled in here already as well is the Kaiser as well as the Princess Frost, Mayin, the Ming. To Ming, you definitely wouldn't want that to be partnered with the latest one, of course.
Absolutely not.
We saw that from yesterday, or I think the first match with KPL Dream, having that against Falcon, if I remember it correctly. It was just like super aggressive and looking scary. But yeah, let's take a look at the final picks. Do you have anything in mind in here that they could be prioritizing? Should it be the Yuhuan next for Vitality?
I think Yuhuan makes the most sense for Vitality. It could be something else, but they decide to go for the Ata in the jungle, which is interesting to say the least. He's not a very widely picked jungle hero. He usually flexes more towards the Clash lane, but he can still be playing the jungle. He's had mixed results so far, but it does allow Vitality to play very aggressive. Ata doesn't need a lot of farm to start wreaking havoc in those fights.
That's so true. We'll have to find out, but that definitely adds up a layer of CC for the side of Vitality, or maybe block of those potential engage coming from either the the Musashi or the Maestro Nui. We'll have to find out. I'm still curious as to what will be the last pick of Vitality in here, if they're going to be securing the U1s, since it's still open for the mid. But yeah, Byron and Tyan in here will be locked by Team Secret, completing their lineup. So much healings, of course, from the Tyan. There will be some mini stuns. Pretty annoying in the laning stage, I would say. But yeah, let's see how they're gonna be working that one. But it's gonna be the Shangguan in here that is gonna be locked in by Vitality. And with that getting picked, we might be looking for some really good early games if they can secure that.
Yep, the second ultimate for Shangguan is always just so scary. You thought it was over, you thought the barrage of damage coming from the final stroke was done. No, they have another round of it, and it's going to be something to look out for. Vitality has been playing with the Shangguan quite a bit, so they are absolutely no strangers to it. But hey, one final cry, one final hurrah for the team Vitality. They know that they need to take this win to be able to secure their spot in the playoff. While for the side of Team Secret, they need this win to secure second seed. So a very important match for both squads. Let's see which team will be able to take this win in this matchup.
Yeah, that's so true. Both of them have 2 remaining matches. This is both their second to the last match. A lot of things can happen. If Team Secret wins, of course, giving them more firm position in the top, second to fourth spot. But if Team Vitality lose in this one, they may still have a chance, but it will still depends on the results of the other remaining matches that we have. We head on to our Gorge. Into the Heroes Gorge again, where Caster of Kesai with me is Zero. I'm gonna bring you the action on this next match.
Absolutely. Vitality is putting the Shangguan towards the mid, not playing it in the Clash farm lane as we are more used to seeing, but top lane 90 taking a lot of damage from Xuan and 10x already. They absolutely do not want this Elaine to have a good game whatsoever, and a lot of damage taken by Highland. He has to watch out, but Shisan is the one dropping down very low, almost being brought down there by the Lilia. So a lot of damage being traded across both sides.
Yeah, usually it's actually my Shinigami who would see dealing a lot of burst damage or doing those amazing early pokes in the mid. But yeah, he's the one actually being taken off into in a slither of health on that first minute game time. But we're looking at our roamers already doing some rotations to assist and give aid onto our farm laners. Most especially, I would say Sun, in comparison to the mobility of Arlie in here, needs more assistance. But it looks like our friend in here, Yuhuan, is just basically standing on the bush right now. I think we might have to run into some technical pause on that one.
It looks like he might be facing some technical issues, but hey, it's luck. Thankfully for him, it seems like the side of Vitality, they were pretty respectful about that. They weren't, going all out. They weren't like, capitalizing on the fact that hey, he's not moving, but they were just poking and prodding, and when they realized he wasn't moving at all, they just stopped hitting, which is really props to Vitality. They're showing a lot of sportsmanship in this.
Yes, that's true. I love it. I love it. I love the respect that they have given there. They immediately noticed that, okay, he's not moving, so for sure he's something has happened in there. So we just gotta wait on that one to be fixed. In the meantime, while we are on the wait, we invite you guys to post on our social media whatever your thoughts are is happening in here for our day 2, what your analysis are with the progress with the
yesterday there were 7. Today we've gone through three matches in stream B, and this is the 4th match on this stream. And every single match has been very exciting with different weights, different sort of changes for the group. So it's been a great run so far for all these teams. Of course, in LGD already securing their spot as the top seed. You've also got on the other side the KPL Dream Team. As predicted, will be taking the top seed in Group B, but a lot of these teams are still fighting it out to find out if they're making it to the playoffs or what sort of seed they'll be finishing it on as well. So once this game is over, once Team Secret versus Vitality has a winner, we'll be able to find out who is if Team Secret is able to lock down the 2nd seed, or will another team, will the likes of Kagendra or Vitality be able to steal the 2nd seed away from Team Secret. It is still up in the air here for Group A. There's still so much to play for. So all these teams, everybody is still trying their best to stay alive.
Everyone definitely has to try their best to stay alive, because a lot of things can happen in Group A. Again, Group B is kind of a different story. They're they can actually cement their position in there quite easily. It's quite noticeable who has the chance, who can stand onto the top 4 or the bottom 2. With Boom Esports actually already saying goodbye because they have finished all their matches already. Likewise for LGD, they have finished all their matches already in Group A and just sitting pretty already, waiting for the knockout stage tomorrow to happen. But between these two teams, Team Vitality and Team Secret, again, Team Secret getting green in terms of the number of wins so far from yesterday and today. I wonder what they can do in here on day 2. But Team Vitality, this is their also 2nd to the last match. They gotta prove themselves, just only having 1 win from yesterday, and they need to do more in this scenario right now.
Yeah, it is a precarious position here for Vitality, but you still have to give credit for them. They did take a win against Vivo Kid Stars, which does look like they are not in their championship form at the moment. And of course, Vitality yesterday, the other match was against LGD, which understandably a lot of teams would start to really suffer against it. And they also lost to Kagendran earlier on today, which is more of a surprising result, which you would usually think Vitality would stand a better chance against Kagendran. But hey, what's done is done. They just have to look up for the next match and the match that they are currently playing in to be to just keep that mentality in check, and knowing that they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, now we just have to wait for what will actually happen. But again, I think I want to go down next onto what we have on the top picks and top bans. From yesterday, we have seen a lot of Lady Jen. Lady Jen to actually, not really go for the engage, but to set up the plays that can be followed up by the damage. But she's not sitting pretty in terms of win rate, 42. I mean, my stats are quite outdated, but we can still stand true, less than 50% win rate, about 42%. What is telling us with these stats for the Lady Jen? Is it more about the hero itself right now, or it's about how the teams are actually using her in the compositions?
I mean, we've seen a slight shift in the meta where teams are starting to shy away from team fight heavy compositions and instead picking very burst heavy single target combinations. That's why you see the Mai Shiranui being focused on so much. That's why you see the Musashi constantly being picked up or banned. A lot of teams have shifted that focus into bursting their enemies' marksman instantly. So heroes like the Dharma, heroes like the Musashi has seen more play in the recent days. So this shift in a playstyle just makes Lady Zen less impactful. When your core damage dealer is being bursted down, it doesn't matter what sort of damage or the CCs that Lady Zen can bring out, because it's going to be a losing fight. Your team just lacks the damage after your Arlie or your Diren J or your whatever your marksman is just bursted down.
Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, I mean, one thing we can actually compare with the Lady Jen though will be the Princess Frost. We did not quite see a lot of times, but we do know that, okay, if there's no, like, I mean, in the previous meta, right? Okay, Creation of Space, Princess Frost, and then some would actually label the Lady Jen as the, you know, like, what do you call it? Like, the second, the lower class, like that of the Princess Frost, because what was that again? Sorry.
We called her the poor man's Lady Zen.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, because the princess
you pick up the Princess Frost when Lady Zen is not available for you. And in season 1, instead it was the other way around. Princess Frost was the most meta pick ever in the mid lane, so Lady Zen was the poor man's Princess Frost. So it's interesting to see, you know, as more players come into the game, as the meta shifts, how these top heroes do shift out, and we're seeing it again here in the mid-season invitational. Lady Zen, sure, is still being picked up quite a lot, but the win rates are telling about how she's fallen away from the meta, and it's becoming a very single target focus composition that gets more success right now.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's not what we're seeing right now. We got a lot of new heroes. Yao, Long. We do have, of course, the Ogren as well, which we're also quite seeing a lot of times in here. And I love the fact also, like, coming from patch update July 25th, you know, Jiangfei is being quite used a lot nowadays. Shangguan got buffed too, but you know, we've seen her only quite a few times. But yeah, I think Zhuangzi at the same time as well is not gonna get picked up, even though Yao got picked. I mean, got buffed as well too. We're not seeing him at the same time too, since from yesterday. But can we talk about Yao? I mean, this is the brother, right, of Jing.
Yes.
Yeah, of Jing. And in comparison to Jing, well, for sure, Jing for me is even harder to play with. So highly mechanical. Yao, manageable. But why is Yao not actually getting picked in here right now in the current meta?
Well, Yao is one of those heroes where he does it looks like he does a lot of things, but actually he's just in there to be a nuisance. He doesn't provide a lot of damage. He does provide a little bit of crowd control. He's annoying to deal with, but you know, these teams, they're experienced. They know how to play against it. They've been playing against it in ladder, so that's why, you know, when you have a hero that, despite how much farm you can get in terms of the farm, you know, you are not as impactful as a lot of these jungle heroes, the Yu Huan, the Musashi, even heroes like the Heino, the even Mankey, or the ever so popular Ogren. These heroes can do so much with farm or without farm, but the Yao just kind of does nothing even with farm.
Oh, that's so... I see, that's why. But I guess we gotta wait for more updates for this Yao to happen to actually see him in action. But yeah, for the meantime, I think all our teams is... Somehow you saw the progression coming from Ogren yesterday. Ogren got picked in the first series that we've casted, I believe so.
And he loses? Yeah.
Yes. But not a very good like KDA, like or like presence in the map. But as we go through along with the rest of the series from day 1 up until now day 2, like wow, the level of play that all of the teams are doing for this hero is just so impressive. Like, partner it up with, you know, like some support heroes that can back him up with the damage and allow him to actually, you know, create the space for them. Then it now looks even more impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a stark difference from the earlier days of the group stage. Like you said, you know, early Ogren kind of meh, looks kind of like, hey, why is this hero even there? But you know, as the day progressed, as more and more teams were able to get their hands on that hero, he was sitting prettily at 71% win rate yesterday, and after you know, more games today, that I think we've only seen him win today, which is going to boost his win rate quite a bit. That's why, we instead of seeing him being let through the ban pool, we've seen him ban more and more.
Yeah, that's true. Getting banned more and more, respect more and more, and I think all of the audience currently watching and waiting right now as we fix or as we get ready again for TS versus Vitality. I'm pretty sure you guys learn a lot on how to actually play this Ogran hero to and execute him so well, and what type of other heroes you can actually draft him with in a certain composition. So there's a lot to learn. Me too, I'm learning a lot, different strategies, and even when we saw that match versus LGD and was it Team Secret, we did see how they actually were able to manage the Daxiao and the Futsu composition from yesterday's match. So I think those are the kind of plays, like if you have the question, if you're a grinder in the ranked games, you would question, okay, like how do we really manage this Futsu and Daxiao combination? Now it was displayed to us from yesterday by Team LGD. And having those types of pick like that of the Lianpo, just canceling out the TP process of the U1. So those kind of plays, which is also like helpful not only for those who are after the esports, but also those who are grinders in the ranks.
Yeah, you get to learn so much just watching these professional players play and hone their craft. You can also learn a lot about Honor of Kings in the HoK camp, where there's just so much information that will allow you to understand the game more, understand situations, or why certain players pick these heroes, or why certain players build their heroes this way. There's always things that you can improve to make yourself a better player in Honor of Kings. So make sure you head yourself over to the Honor of Kings, the HoK camp, where you can also earn more in-game rewards and while this whole entire event is going on. So plenty of reasons for you to be there. Who knows, we might see you playing in the Esports World Cup sometime in the future.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
never
this
know.
is just the start. This is just the start, right? Like, this is well, when the global server went up quite a few years ago, and now inviting more regions, and I'm pretty sure there will be more regions to be added. It's just amazing. We can call it like just the start of the history, like we'd say, even the Esports World Cup, wherein they get to mark their history in there with the club points, with it's all this amazing start of historical memoirs that we can have and we can go back to in the future.
Absolutely, it is part of history right now. You are witnessing a part of history, and it is definitely the place you want to be in if you are a fan of Honor of Kings, or even a fan of these players. They've been putting in so much work to get here. A lot of these teams, they have come through such grueling processes. You've got All Gamers Global, which have to come through the HoK Open Series to make it here. And you've also got teams that have to come through Last Chance qualifiers, the SCA Showdown qualifiers from their region. There's just so much things that they have to learn together as a team, practice as a team, the scrims that they have to go through, the preparations, and the research of their opponents. It's not easy becoming a professional player, but the hard work does pay off. All these teams, these 12 teams are here participating in the biggest Honor of Kings tournament yet, and they have been just giving it all to give us a good show. So make sure you get your support. Support all these teams, all these players on social media. Make sure you hashtag HOKXEWC 2024 as well to stand a chance to win some permanent skins, and also get all the latest information of this tournament and other tournaments as well on our Honor of Kings Global Esports channels.
Yeah, that's so true. And yes, we do wait. Everyone just hang on tight onto your seats. Maybe for the meantime, grab some snacks to back you up on this long wait that we currently have. But yeah, we just do take note that the champion's newest in-game mode, the championship mode, will actually kick off starting tomorrow. So check out the timestamp in the game to see it in your local time zone, because in here as well, once you join, you can unlock a brand new Voyant skin for free. So imagine trying to be in that competitive level of play already, but at the same time, you getting a free skin of Voyant. So you make sure you immerse yourself in the battle in your region, maybe get some strategy from here in the tournament already at the same time, in preparation for this newest in-game championship mode.
Yeah, so in the meantime, while you check it all out, we'll be going in for a short break while the players get their issues sorted done. But don't go anywhere, guys. The Esports World Cup Honor of Kings Midseason Invitation will be back very soon.
When I lose, I don't worry. I It's the EWC and you want to play like a pro. Well, we've got a lesson for you. Axe on. You're fresh, ready to fight and grind those long hours. It's how it should be. Axe off. You're slow, unfocused, and lagging. Do you get it? Let's go again. To unleash your best game, you must freshen up first. Get your axe on. Spray, play, repeat. Axe and Esports World Cup.
We apologize for the break, ladies and gentlemen, but we are back with with Team Secret going up against Vitality, and the game is about to go back underway very soon. It's been a long wait, but hey, all these players, they are ready to go back into fighting shape.
Yes, we have yet to find out as how we're going to be continuing the match between these two teams, but looking good so far. Let's just have a quick recap on the lineup that they have built in there. So for the side of Team Secret, we have the Byron, Musashi, Mai Shiranui, Lady Sun, and Cyan. And for the side of Vitality, we have Elaine, Ata, Shangwan, Arlie, and Jolia. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I actually swap it? So
no, I think you got them all right.
Yeah, correct.
And nothing actually happened up until the point where we had to go into a pause. So you guys, even if you just tuned in, you didn't miss much. We're just gonna resume back into the game here.
Yes. It's just that an almost kill onto Shi-san a while ago onto the Mai Shiranui, but still all safe. No casualties as of yet. As you can see, the scoreboard is pretty clean, but it seems like we're having a tussle onto the top side between the Byron as well as the Elaine. The Elaine is pretty much a late game hero, so that's the advantage of the Byron on the early stage. You want to get that ultimate up and running before you can actually, be of use for your teammate, mostly on accessing the backline.
Yeah, I mean, Byron is the lane bully and also bullying the lane in top. That's why we see teams put so much focus on giving their lane good lane. Oh, bottom side though. Oh, Highland with the rotation gets a double onto her Team Secret. That's Sun and Yuhuan dead. That is just so much damage coming in from the Shangguan. And we talked about the Shangguan yesterday, where we talked about him needing those 3-4 kills before the 4-minute mark. And that is an absolutely great start here for Highland. 2 kills already, a double on the bottom lane. And that also helps Shanks get into a good position.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for from a Shangguan. The early plays that you can do, take advantage of that. What more, the Lady Sun is actually a very late game hero. So that is a good idea coming from the side of Vitality. We just bully them on the bottom lane part of the map and create some plays, because you don't want this Lady Sun to go online, and that will definitely give, whether it be a kill or an assist for Shanks, that is going to be a good news for him if he gets those contribution. Look at this, another visit onto the bot lane.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that. She is already prepared for the next fight in the bottom lane. Basically, we'll replay once again. That was just so much damage there by the Shangguan, using the final stroke to get that 2 kills. And here, the bottom tier 1 tower, before the tower plating even goes down, before the shield even goes down, they're going to try and break it already. Almost finished off there. Around 20% HP left on that bottom tier 1 tower. And a Vitality off to a very hot start.
Very hot start indeed. I mean, those kills onto the lane that you would want to protect and get more farm, already taken down by Vitality. But up next is going to be the objective taken here. There's a good position for Vitality. Again and again, yes, getting bullied onto the bottom lane part of the map is the latest soon. But a backup incoming from the Mai Shiranui. I wonder if they're going to go for a play, but instead, Team Secret will actually go for a decision onto taking onto the jungle camp of Vitality. Meanwhile, Vitality will be securing the first Tyrant of the game.
Yeah, Team Secret, knowing that they can't make it in time to back that up, does the next best thing, which is steal away some jungle camps, away from CT Boy, away from this Ada who wants a good early game as well. Top lane, 90 might be in some trouble. He does have his death by Sunday to get away from that, and I don't think they'll be continuing chasing under the tower any longer. But hey, Vitality taking a leaf out of Team Secret's book, will be the one invading their jungle. This Crimson Golem will be going down, and Musashi is rotating in, trying to get it in time. Who's gonna get the last hit? It looks like it will be CT Boy, the one to get it, but they do lose Benji. Oh, here comes the initiation towards the backline. They instantly burst down. Shanks, another hero down. Hyland trying to do his best to survive, to fight back. Can he pop this out to a no? Looks like he does not have it in time, and Hyland will fall as well. 3 quick kills going towards the way of Team Secret as they try and wrest control of the game back in their hands.
Yes, that's so true. And now they are gonna go for that invade on the jungle camp of Vitality right now. Trying to go for the kill. Oh, gonna go for that Sanjay will be able to save his life. Lots of shielding here and there. But for CT Boy, it's not gonna be enough. TS will secure another kill for themselves.
And they lose a tier 1 tower in the bottom as well. Vitality's, when it looked like they had a good start, but somehow Team Secret just made it look terrible. 4 kills in fact, and as well as getting both buffs away from CT Boy, and they're going to pick another. It's going to be the Crimson Golem going towards the way of Team Secret, as Hyland is forced to use the ultimate not be able to finish off anybody though, so that's going to be a long cooldown before he's able to get it again. Let's take a look at the fight that really turned things around here for the side of Team Secret. Quick kills on towards Shanks. Hyland stuck between a rock and a hard place, couldn't really finish off anybody there, and it was just way too hard for Team Vitality to take the fight from that point on.
And it even continued onto the jungle camp of Vitality in here, wherein they, even though there's a lot of shielding coming from CT Boy as well as 19, it's not really not enough. But we continue onto the top side, where the Shangwan is actually going to go for that finishing stroke up against Shuwan, maybe just wanting to capitalize on the counter play that they can do, because they haven't bullied by TS onto the bot lane. Now is their time to come back from the top side.
Yep, TNX already level 11, while on his counterpart there, CT Boy only level 9. It's a really tough position to be in as the Ada, as we see TNX trying to go for another kill. Shanks in some trouble being chased there, but here comes the Hyland ultimate. Gets the kill though, as CT Boy will fall in the end along with Shanks. 2 heroes down there for Vitality, as they only lose TNX for that. But hey, at least they shut down, and they might be able to get this Azure Golem away from CT Boy once again. Team Secret, despite losing TNX, will be happy to take that trade.
Yeah, that's true. Trades after trades in here between these two teams, that's what they can do. But so far, the map is looking in favor right now, with the push of the minion waves from the bot side is in favor right now on the side of Team Secret. Even them just waiting for the potential bush gank from the side of TS. But no, actually, there are no members there coming from the TS. I got blinded on that part because I thought they were actually trying to set up something. But it seems like still they're gonna go for this aggressive play, finishing stroke coming from the Shangwan, who actually got the first blood from a while ago in here. Continue on to the team fight, but here, flanking on the side, and here is TNX gonna go for that kill. My Shiranui as well, and a double kill now from the side of TS. Oh my, this is looking like a disaster. It's just 2 members left for the side of Vitality.
Blue team.
Yeah, they thought that they had the fight. They thought they had the burst damage coming from Hyland to be able to burst down one member as quickly as possible, but the heals coming from Taya and keeping everybody up and running, and they get a tower on top, they get a tower in mid, they get 3 kills, and it is looking dire for the side of Vitality right now. Let's take a look at that fight again. The initiation, the targeting on towards the softer heroes, that's the power of the Musashi when you bring him here. That's why you are able to burst down these heroes. This is why we're talking about why Lady Zen has fallen off. It's because of all these mobile heroes that can cut towards the backlines, ignore your ocean of tears, and go for the kill. And here, Hyland trying to go for a kill on towards the Byron, but not the target you want to go for. He's just way too tanky with the shields he has right now.
Yeah, that's so true. But now I think the question would have to be, what can Team Vitality do in order to regain their control in the map? Because it's looking like just way too much aggression right now on Team Secret, capitalizing on the lead, and the burst damage, critical damage coming from TS Sun as well. What can Vitality do? I mean, they're in a bad position right now, getting singed by TS.
Lady Sun is definitely online at the moment, doing so much damage. Vitality needs to stop trying to take these fights. They need to start splitting up the map, get some farm, especially on the lane, as well as Shanks. You know, put these two heroes on the side lanes, get them some farm, get them some tower damage, as well as just wave clear on towards the side lanes, and also pressure Team Secret across the map. You can't play this 5 versus 5 because your opponent has already outfarmed you. They need to continue to buy some time for these heroes to catch up with farm.
Catch up with farm, indeed. I mean, they've got Shanks in the early, was very late game in here. It's gonna be their life-saving grace, but the access to the back line in here from the lane is still on their hands. They just have to wait a little bit, be patient. But I love the trade that is happening right now. We can see on the side, TNX will be able to secure this Shadow Tyrant for themselves, but it seems like a fight is about to happen onto the top side. A chase is happening right now.
No,
is the Tyrant gonna get cornered? Super low on HP right now. Is Shisan in here? But Highland will fall down onto this hands. A lot of exchanges skill. Two fights are actually happening, but they are already in the base of Vitality. This is a very confident move coming from the Musashi, killing off Shanks as well. Now it's just two members remaining, the two frontliners on the side of Vitality right now. Wow, I mean, it's like a 3 for 3 trade overall.
Yeah, that was probably a bit too overconfident there from the side of Team Secret. Allowing 90 to get that triple kill is huge because 90 didn't have such a good lane. He was laning against a Byron, but you're giving the late game, the stronger late game hero 3 kills at this point, and maybe a couple of towers as well. 90 with those 3 kills might be seeing a huge spike in terms of his damage output and his survivability. So Team Secret, sure, you got 3 kills for yourself, but you did lose your Lady Sun, and that is obviously not the best position to be in. So 90 now feeling more confident at the moment he got those 3 kills might be starting to cause Team Secret some issues.
Issues indeed. You want to avoid all of those. But now we're seeing an attempt coming from Vitality right now to set up something, but it seems like TS is just going to be taking this time because we can see the Shadow Vanguard is onto the bot lane part of the map, going to get cleared first by the Lady Sun as well as the Sion. The Sunset has been used, just a precautionary measure, but then again, everyone's just falling back right now, but it seems like Musashi is just gonna go onto an engage, not gonna be able to target anyone from Vitality, thanks to the Death at Sunset once more coming from 90.
Yeah, that refresh Death and Sunset will allow him to get away out of that. So just a couple of ultimate cooldowns used on both sides. No real casualties up here. Will be interesting to see how the item progressions have taken place here for both sides, because, you know, it looked like Team Secret was about to run away with the game, but Vitality able to put up a good fight earlier on in the top side of the jungle. We might be seeing a different story here. That's why Team Secret is playing more, slightly more conservative. They're not going for these deep dives anymore. They're playing a bit more scared.
Scary as it is, and now the siege is coming from the side of TS, gonna be taking down the high ground in the mid, maybe in the mod as well, opening more opportunity from them to actually go ham in the wild onto Vitality's place. And do take note, anytime soon they can actually go for a position, they could just like go for the clearing of the jungle and the minion wave across the map of Vitality and go for that. Maybe another objective take. Could be the Tyrant, could be to empower them into the Clash even more, and the Overlord as well to help them go for even more push in the lanes.
30 seconds before those spawn, so it will be Team Secret just positioning themselves to prepare for the next fight, while Vitality, they still have to continue defending their base against the 2 waves that are pushing up. But hey, they might be able to catch somebody off guard here. Yisan has to back off out of there. But they don't have the lockdown, they don't have the initiation from the side of Vitality to be able to close out the gap. But here comes the Shadow Overlord as well as the Shadow Tyrant spawning. TNX already prepared down towards the Tyrant. Let's see if they're going to contest this Overlord. in the top lane. 90 trying to find an opening. He does spot out Xuan. Xuan has no more shields, has to try and back up. He does still have his ultimate. He pops it right now while taking a lot of damage. They're going for a 2 versus 5 fight over here. Shang's in a lot of trouble. Shang goes down to Xuan. That's a huge start. That's a good start, but 90 gets a kill onto Xuan. Oh, they lose another member there. 90 a little bit low. The shield he puts up is a lot. He's trying to fight the best he can. Highland doing the best he can to back up his teammate, but he does fall. So does 90, and that's gonna be 4 heroes down from the side of Vitality. Only 3 left standing though for the side of Team Secret. Do they have the damage? Do they have the potential to end this game right now?
I would like to believe so, because this is just only one member. It's just the Dolia on the side of Vitality right now. They do have the minion waves into the bottom lane and the death timers. The earliest one is going to be 16 seconds, and the rest of the members of Team Secret are actually trying to end the game. And this is it. Team Secret is going to go for that win up against Vitality, evening, like solidifying their position on the top 2 seed. Woo!
That was a very impressive play there. It looked like the early game was going to be in a bit of a pickle there for Team Secret, but they took a good fight in their own side of the jungle. They managed to secure the game, and they are now sitting comfortably, like you said. 2nd seed almost confirmed. They just have one more game to play, which is going to be against Kagendra, which will decide if they finish off 2nd seed or not.
But I think what we have to also take a look at is the position of Vitality come to the final game that they have, and of course the next series that we are about to witness. It's gonna this is the last, second to the last. After this Group A stream that we have between TS and Vitality, we're gonna what is gonna happen even further on Group A on Stream A. But yeah, let's take a look at the highlights.
Yeah, this was the
match.
early fight that seemed so good there for the side of Vitality, getting them 2 quick kills, but just right after that, they took a terrible fight in the enemy side of the jungle. They lost Shanks, they lost Benji, they also lose Highland here as well. Couldn't get a kill on towards Shisan, and that just started the entire snowball for the side of Vitality. They just kept getting kills.
Kills after kills. The moment I think we found that opening a while ago onto the bottom lane part of the map from the side of Team Secret. That's when they continuously went on to just playing aggressively up against Team Vitality, and we've seen this coming down. There were moments wherein there could have been a potential comeback from Vitality, but I think the frontline Tianx and Shuwan in here is just like so effective for their lineup, again with the healing from Yuhan, Sayan as well, and of course the flanks coming from Shihan, and with that San is able to free hit. And even though they actually in this particular skirmish, even though they have actually died, the sustain coming from Tianx, add up the heals coming from Yuhan, they just couldn't die.
That was just a dismantling for Vitality there from Team Secret. But hey, Team Secret is going to be feeling very happy about themselves. Vitality is in a pickle right now for themselves, but hey, they still have one more chance, and that's against Impunity later on in the stream. But next up, we're going to have All Gamers Global going up against Loops. But before we go back in towards Group B, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going for a short break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Honor of Kings action.